To refute the claim that decrease or a stricter policy will decrease public safety because police officers are more hesitant to shoot if necessary. And I want to refute that with an example, the Christopher Dorner manhunt, where 8 LA officers violated the department policy for use of deadly force when they shot 2 women during last year's manhunt. This just shows that prematurely bringing out your firearms and in a situation that is a split-second judgment can cause fatal consequences to innocent citizens. I'd also like to refute the claim on how small of a number it is compared where police use firearms as compared to all of their interactions. And so it's not significant because the number is so small, but I do believe that when you're talking about people's lives and people's safety and a police force whose responsibility is protecting people, those numbers are pretty substantial. And as a counterexample in Scotland, like I used before, firearms have only been used on 2 civilians in the last decade. That's an incredibly small number, and it's because of how strict their policies are. I'm not saying that we have to completely ban the use of firearms, but if Scotland can reduce their numbers to only 2 killings in 10 years, then I think that we should aim for a much lower number. I'd also like to share one case where to expand on the claim that the policy is too objective, and how it's based on the officer's reaction at the time. This is the Brian Beard case, which happened last year. Officers thought that he was in his car arming himself, and they later believed that he was reaching for a weapon when his left arm dropped towards his waistband area. And the police ended up firing 21 shots at him while he was still in the car, and later found out that he was actually unarmed. This just shows that what's written in the LAPD manual, which is if you prematurely use your firearms, then you limit your alternatives to control a situation and control a fatal consequence.